Where are we going? Well, the object is to get to the railroad tracks over there. We're gonna go off the beaten path. And we are here. Let's talk about channeling your inner vlogger. And this is the reason why you can't seem to get past that point of actually doing it. Number one, you don't like what you say. You don't think that what you're saying is useful or helpful to anybody. Number two, you don't like how you look. You think you look weird. Can't stand to look at yourself. Or number three, you don't like how you sound. Most people think they sound like Kermit the Frog or anything like that. But the key to overcoming that is to learn about those things. So I'm gonna tell you what to do so we can overcome that stuff and teach ourselves how to love ourselves. How do you learn how to love what you say? Well, the easiest thing is this. What's something you can talk about just over and over, like for hours on end? And guess what? It don't have to be about all the same thing. So this is the exercise we're gonna do. I want you to take out a piece of paper or your phone, notes, something like that, and just start to write down some topics that you like to talk about. Just write them all down. And when you get to 10, see if you can do 10 more. And then do 10 more. And just keep going until you run out of stuff to talk about. It's gonna take you about 30 minutes to an hour, but go ahead and do that. And then you can look back and see all of the things that you know about and can talk about. Now, if you want to go in a specific direction, oh, that's cool, you can do that. Just pick a thing and then write down a bunch of topics about it. Just write them down. If you could talk about it, write about it. It can be anything. It can be puppies. It can be the seriousness of, generational wealth. It can be aircraft mechanic techniques. It can be woodworking, it doesn't matter. Because all we care about is it something that you can talk about or do that you can share with the world. So you've written your list, you did all of the things. You have hundreds of topics you can talk about. And this stuff you can confidently talk about and carry on a conversation for hours. They may be the same, they may not be the same, but it's okay. But let's tackle the next thing. How you look. You may not like the way that you look. What's the solution for that? You need to teach yourself how to love yourself. Let me tell you how to do it. Take out your phone and record yourself. Like do a selfie type thing and talk about one of your topics. That's it. Just film it 30 seconds, a minute, however long you can stand. After you do that, go and watch it. And then watch it again. And you have to keep watching it until you get used to seeing yourself. That does a couple things. It allows you to see what you love about yourself and get used to seeing you, even without the makeup or the extra things. Now, one thing we have to talk about is in order to like the way you look, you have to look your best. And I'm not talking about putting on your makeup or wearing your finest clothes, but I'm talking about making sure that what you're recording into is properly recording you. So what you're gonna do is take the camera you have, more than likely it's the phone in your pocket, go into the settings of the camera and turn it up high as you can, turn up the resolution. On most cameras, when you open it, it'll be something that says 4K/30, 24, 60. That's what you want, 4K. If it's 1080p, don't do that, 4K. Now, we want to do 4K 24. That's 24 frames a second. It's more cinematic like the movies. Or you can do 4K 30, which is 30 frames per second. And then that's a little more speeded up. Don't do 60 frames per second. That's meant for like moving things like sports and stuff like that. So 4K 30 or 4K 24. Turn it up. Now record yourself. That's what you want to do because you have to look your best. Also, don't forget, wipe off your lens. Because if you don't, all of the oils from our skin, the dust and the dirt, they affect the picture quality. So instead of recording in 4K, it's like 2.7K or something like that. We want the best we can get. 4K. Turn up your settings, wipe your lens. So one of the things that is a problem for people that want to unleash their inner vlogger is to like how they sound. So this one may take a little bit of an investment and technique. So here are the tips. This is what you need. Well, one, you have to get used to hearing yourself. So if you did the exercise earlier, you record yourself, you get used to seeing yourself. Now you got to get used to hearing yourself. So put those headphones on and listen to that same track a few times. Listen to what you're actually saying. Listen to the sound of your voice. And you have to teach yourself to love yourself. Once you do that, the investment takes place. So you may want to invest in like a little lavalier microphone, maybe 20 bucks, or something from Amazon to plug into your phone, or maybe one of the more expensive options, but I would start there. But then at the same time, most phones come with pretty decent microphones. So if you just hold the camera close to you, like within maybe 6 inches to a foot, it could pick up your sound very well. And you're going to go back and listen to that and see what you think about it. And when you learn to love your voice and learn to love how you look, then you can start being a vlogger and start sharing things, because that's the biggest thing about this. Why do you want to vlog? Just to record yourself for vanity? Most of us want to put it out to the world. We want to change the world. That's the whole reason why we made this channel, because there's so much negativity in the world. I want to teach you how to use the things that you know, use all of the things that you love, and to change the world one thing at a time by getting your message out to the people that deserve to hear it. So it's easier than you think. But let's talk about this. You've recorded yourself, you've got used to loving yourself and loving how you look, love how you sound, you've taught yourself all of these things. Here's the next part. Go back and watch those videos. You can record more than one if you like. And I want you to study your mannerisms. Study what you say, study the things you do. And then you can see how you like it. What things you want to change about it? You know, do you always touch your ear or wipe your nose or say certain words a certain way? Because once you study that and you're aware of it, then the next time you make your video, you can practice not doing a certain thing or doing a certain thing. Like for me, one of the big things was looking directly into the camera, especially if you use a phone, because you want to look at the screen. So you always end up looking down instead of looking at the camera lens. So now when you make the next video, you make it a point to do that one thing you want to change, and you practice it and you go back and watch it and you pick up on these things. Now, once you've gotten all of that down, now you're ready to do some of the next level stuff. But the main point of this video and the main point of all this is just to get you used to loving yourself, to teach you how to love yourself, love the way you look, love the way you sound, and love what you have to say. It's easy. It just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of effort from you. We've talked about several things here. We've talked about learning to love yourself and learning to love the way that you look. We've talked about learning to love the way that you sound. We've also talked about learning to love what you have to say. Now we need to put all those things together. So you've recorded it, listened to it, you've got used to hearing yourself and loving yourself. Now let's talk about some editing. So in the next video, we're going to talk about the role that music has to play in this and how to make yourself sound better, look better, and make everything fit the way it's supposed to fit on your chosen platform of choice. So I pray that you take and receive this and that you can take your talents, take your message and get it out to the world. There's too much negativity. We need some more positivity. We need your help.